Hey, what's up, you guys? This is Sheila Bila coming to you with another review of Basketball Wives Orlando, Season 1, Episode 6. All right, so the episode picks up with McKenzie and Rashad, aka Danny's baby daddy, ex-fiance, father of her kids. Child, I believe they in Minnesota. And so they went horseback riding. So I guess Rashad said, well, I guess Rashad gonna film with McKenzie. But at first when I saw this scene, I was like, well, maybe he is really just stepping out with her, which he is because he's on camera with her. But the conversation later to me shows something different. But we'll get there when we get there. All right. And y'all don't hesitate to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. I am a growing channel. And please hit the like button because the more and more you hit the like button, the more my content go through the algorithm and more people will start to see my content. I am a growing channel on the way to 5,000. Now, Morgan, she's having to sit down with her mom and she's telling her mom like what's going on between her and her ex-husband, Eric. Did y'all notice they were bleeping out his name? So I don't know if she signed, if they got some type of NDA or whatever, but she was saying his name earlier, but now I noticed they were bleeping his name out. So apparently he's not helping. He's not helping her with the children. He takes care of them financially, I guess, as far as paying the bills. But as far as showing up with the kids, he's not helping. And she had resentment toward her mother because, come to find out, her mom was, I ain't gonna say a side piece, but her mom didn't know that her dad already had a ready-made family. And Morgan used to get mad at her mother because her dad wasn't really in the picture. And she told her mom, like, can you make him be a daddy? Like, no, you can't make him be a daddy. And she said she regret that she said those words to the mama. You know what? The people that are older than you, they always say, keep on living. They say that all the time. I know my mother-in-law, she says it all the time. Just keep on living. Because you sit up here and you say these things of what you should, you could, what you gonna do, what you ain't gonna do, what you won't accept, what you will accept. But keep on living. Because you end up somehow, some way, those same things that you spewed at us about somebody else and how they should have handled it when the shoe on your foot, hey, child, keep on living. But the mama just like, I just had to get through it. She said her mama was going to put her up for an adoption, but her mom chose to keep her and she sacrificed everything for her. And that's good. Yeah, but it is what it is. I just hope y'all get through this whole situation. So, yeah. All right, so now you have Nick and Milan. Come to find out, child, Milan's sisters, they back on a plane back to Cincinnati. And when they went on that plane, they done took her Chanel bag and her $150,000 chandelier AP or whatever type of watch it is. She ain't got it no more because her sister took it. I said, child, I will have my belt in my hand on a plane, knocking on their door, and I start wailing on them with my belt. Because you ain't no way you finna take my stuff. She talking about she just cried. Girl, bye. They finna get a whooping. If they mama ain't gonna whoop her, mama whoop them. Child, anyway, I guess you can't raise no grown kids. Anyway, K. Michelle said you can't raise a man, child. You can't raise grown kids either. But anyway, so Nick whole headspace is, she around the girls and she just wants peace. That's what she wants because Nikki invited everybody to have a slumber party. So Nick talking about she going to the slumber party. It is what it is. She just want peace. She can admit when she wrong. She can, take accountability for that. She says she don't want no drama. She don't want no problems. She just want to pretty much move forward at the end of the day. Mulan, on the other hand, said, hey, I ain't trying to move forward like that because Nikki was online and she was laughing. Her and Danny was laughing about them punching me, talking about that sneak dick, that sneak hit punch. I said, Milan, you should have ducked, honey. You should have ducked. But, it is what it is. And Milan said she was being fake. She was trying to be apologetic, but the apology was fake. And she ain't here for it. And she gonna confront her when it's time. Child, I guess at this pajama party. All right, so that's what that is. Now you have Danny over here. Danny said, I gotta take me back. That's what Melody Rogers said. She gonna take her back. But Danny said, I'm getting back to what I know, basketball. Now she's training. She hired a trainer. And I was so happy to see her in this element. You can tell that this is where she thrives. This is where she lives. This is where she breathes on the court. And I really hope, I really hope that she goes to the WNBA, because there is one thing they say: your success is your revenge. And if you show your baby daddy that I done bossed up and I done glowed up and I really don't need you for nothing, and I'm that girl myself, your baby daddy gonna eat them words. He gonna hate that. However he treated you, he gonna hate it. Because your baby daddy ain't about nothing, child. And McKenzie finna figure that out. She gonna realize that right now in this moment. And I was just looking at McKenzie like, you gonna sit here and let him talk to you like that? And you gonna try to feed him comments, or you gonna try to, how you lead with questions so you can get your compliments? McKenzie was doing a lot of that in this scene. So Rashad and McKenzie, I believe they're still in Minnesota, right? And they're out to dinner. And Rashad on that mess. He's under arrest. Rashad said he want to be free. He said he ain't got no titles that's going on between them two. And then McKenzie over there talking about, so, how do you feel that we are? Do you feel like I'm pressuring you? Because I don't want to press you to do anything. And then Rashad over there talking about, we don't have no titles. If I were to have a side chick, I'd tell you and give you the option to leave. I'm like, what? So Danny asked McKenzie, were they in an open relationship? McKenzie said no, but it slick seemed like Rashad is saying yes. No, 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 no. When it's really yes, 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 yes. I said, what is going on here? Like, make it make sense to me. But for some reason, McKenzie still wants to hold in, she's trying to hold on. She's trying to hold on because McKenzie don't like to look like a fool. So she's saying, have you ever felt this way in a relationship? Child, this man done felt this way in many of relationships. That's why he can sit up there and tell you the truth and let you figure out the truth the way you want to figure it out. However you're going to put it in your mind, he told you what he want. He said he want to be free. He said, yeah, it's a little love thing going on from your part. That's what he said, from your part. But McKenzie seemed to feel like they got an understanding. They friends. They trying to build on their friendship. Rashad, yeah, we can build on that too. We can build on that friendship or whatever you want to build on. It may be a little bit something different, but at the same time, he still says he wants to be free. And McKenzie, you do with that as you will. And he said, so do you understand? And she said, I do. I understand. And then she's sitting in a confessional and make it seem like he telling her something. For some reason, I'm not McKenzie, but I feel like in McKenzie's mind, he telling her that they gonna be together and they gonna really make something work. And it's just gonna be the two of them. But when I hear Rashad talk, he say, yeah, we can build something, but I want to be free. And if I have a side chick, I'm going to get one and I'm going to ask you for your permission. And if you want to hang on, you can. And if you don't, you don't. So he wants some sister wives. Like, I guess. And McKenzie talking about, yeah, she not going to pressure him because she don't want to do what Morgan did. And then McKenzie talking about she ain't worried about the outside noise. Rashad said, I ain't worried about the outside noise either. Child, he ain't worried about it because he is the outside noise. Girl, you better wake up. Are you that desperate to have a man? You gonna put up with whatever he giving you? He gonna put it down and you gonna pick it up. That's what's going on. Okay. So I see you to pick me. You are the pick me, McKenzie. You that desperate to look over whatever he's saying, and you're putting it in your mind to think he's saying something else. Child, Danny was right. He playing both of y'all. And you gonna be the sucker. And long as he got a sucker, he gonna lick it. All right. I mean, hey, toast to that. So now This is a sad moment with Neek. It was on the vlogs and blogs or whatever, that her and Dwayne had a hosting. And at the hosting, it was Dwayne's brother's Rashad album release party. Well, it was a hosting, and the brother just dropped new music, and they were charging $20 admission at the door. Some people at the door, mainly it was this girl, she was getting rowdy because I guess she didn't want to pay $20. And she was already on one. So she's the one that, unalived Dwayne's brother. But Neek said it could have been worse. I mean, but I didn't like when she said that, because I was like, it was worse because his brother is not here no more. So that is worse. Maybe she was saying it could have been worse because she looked at Dwayne and was like, I'm going to put a hole right through your chest. And then she looked, and then Neek tried to step in and was like, you ain't finna do whatever, with, how we know how girls do. They try to jump in it. And they said that Dwayne was on one. And it just was an escalated event. And Neek said that when her mom saw her mom looked at her like, you need to calm down, and kind of made her try to diffuse the situation. And because the mom seen that it was getting too heated, but maybe Charlie was too little too late, because the brother ended up, being no longer with us. And it's really, really sad. And Nick is crying for the brother, but I'm just like, it was where somebody lost their life. You can't get no worse than that. You know what I'm saying? I know she was probably looking at it from a standpoint like that could have been Dwayne, but it's still, Dwayne's brother. So, I mean, I don't want to say that was a selfish thing to say, because that's your man, your best friend, as you say. But at the end of the day, it's still his brother. So the worst did happen, regardless. But it is what it is. I ain't gonna try to put too much on it, but that comment kind of made me feel a little weird. But yeah, it was just a sad situation. It was really, really sad. And I hate that they had to go through that. And I hate that somebody had to lose their life, especially, you know what I'm saying, a brother, a brother. You don't want that to happen. But then Mulan talks about how her brother passed and all that stuff, how he got gunned down. And, they were just kind of hugging it through it and talking about it. And that was pretty much it. All right, so this is the day of the slumber party. Everybody's supposed to come in twerking, no phones, no boys, everybody's supposed to be on good vibes only, people saying they coming in with the right attitude, Nick, she gets there first, and I thought that her and Nikki was going to have words, but they did, and they just kind of was like, okay, it is what it is, we going to have fun. Nick get there, Lindsay get there, the other girls get there. They really didn't show everybody coming in, but then they had showed this moment where Morgan and Danny were outside. They were coming in. Come to find out, Morgan's ex-husband served her papers. Served her papers, and it was about the child support, and it was about something else. I didn't catch the other part. Because I know they're already divorced, but I think it was more so about the child support and all that stuff, and about something about their tuition, whatever other monies that they have coming up in the near future when the kids get older. It was something about that. And she's trying to figure out, how did her ex-husband know where she lives? And the only thing that Morgan can think of is it was Ashley, because Ashley was the one, when they were on the road, she quote unquote allegedly was sending women to her husband. And Ashley is the only one that's really keeping in contact with her husband. Mind you, Ashley was coming up there to the party too, and her husband had dropped her off. She told her husband to stand by for 45 minutes or whatever. So yeah, but they said they gonna come in and they gonna try to give good vibes, and but they still gonna confront the situation. But I guess they gonna try to be nice, nasty, or whatever. And Nick and them did say one thing, that they always calling people ugly, 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 ugly. I guess that's the key word. It's so easy for y'all women to call each other ugly, but all y'all dang near look the same. Even though y'all look different, y'all still the same. So anyway, yeah, it's easy to call somebody ugly when all y'all over here acting ugly. Anyway, so Oh, and Nikki said that she was gonna give a trophy out to the Girl Power Award, whoever has the best energy or whatever it is. So she gonna give an award out to that person that behaves themselves the best in that night. All right, so knock, 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 knock on the door. Ding, 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 ding. They open the door. Morgan is twerking at the door. I guess she coming in on her good vibes, right? So they get in there and they end up playing this game. They always playing these games where they asking folk questions and card games and all that stuff. So they ended up asking some questions and they end up getting to a question with Nick about something. And then Nick ended up getting emotional because I guess one thing she could change or something. I don't know what it was, but she gets emotional. She started talking about the incident and she didn't want to get into it too much because then she started to cry, and it was very comforting to see that all the girls rallied around her to make her feel good. Even McKenzie, you know what I'm saying? McKenzie was over there looking like she was trying to think about what Rashad had going on. Oh, and also Danny did say something cool. She said that it was okay. You know, she felt like she was growing, and her to be in the same space as McKenzie, you know, that shows her growth. So that was that. They brought up the whole thing with Nick and all that stuff, right? So, maybe I went forward, but time all over the place. It was a lot of stuff going on in this scene. But yeah, they rallied around Nick and all that. And Morgan said, you know, we fuss and we fight, but we gonna be here for each other. You know, that's what we're here for, this whole group. And they said, even you too, Mackenzie. Mackenzie's like, oh, me too. Yeah, I do know them. Yeah, that's sad that happened. Mackenzie seemed like she be in a world of her own. Anyway, but she did say that she's happy that Dwayne has Nick to help him through, you know, this situation. You know, she wouldn't want anybody else but Nick or whatever, you know, because they slick sister wives too. All right, so that's that. And then it got on, I think this is when it got on, yes, it ended up getting on Morgan. So Morgan asks a question, and then it goes, she directs the question to Ashley, like, is there something that you want to get off your chest? And they look at each other like, are we going to do it? We going to do it now, whatever, right? So then Morgan starts to say, you know, you were the one that was sending my husband women on the road and all this stuff. Ashley says she wasn't doing that. And she also says, did you give my ex-husband, my address? Ashley said, no, I didn't. Morgan kept saying, you lying. Yes, you did. Ashley said, I didn't do that. Well, how did he know where I lived? And Ashley said, well, you were taking pictures. I saw her shop. Maybe they put two and two together and found out where, you know, she lived. Child, Morgan gets up and she said, she was like, you over here trying to play with me, and if you messing with my kids, I'm gonna kill you. Child, she said she gonna unalive the girl. And then the producers get in front of her, trying to tell her to go outside. She was like, I ain't going outside, I ain't going, and all of that stuff. But she kept saying, keep playing with me, I'm unalive, you know, and this ain't no threat, that's a promise. She said, keep effing with me and my kids. Yeah, because she is adamant that Ashley is the one that did this. And I'm like, well, dang, Morgan, you need to figure out who really did it, because I mean, if Ashley, if you did do that, that's so trifling of you to do that. And Ashley always sit back like she is unbothered. She do. And then Morgan calling this girl ugly, because she called her ugly as soon as she walked in the door and seen Ashley. But she calling this girl ugly and out, child. And I was like, Morgan, you need to figure out who over here leaking your address. And then Danny said that she ain't mad at Morgan because she understand. Ashley over there leaking folk address. She got a right to be mad about it. But do y'all know for sure that Ashley did it? And then Ashley, if you did do that, then you so trifling. Then you deserve to get hit in the head with that cup that Morgan threw across that, you know, across that living room. So they ended up calming her down. And because she said she ain't going outside and she ain't gonna hit her because she weak. So it ended up coming her down. Then the question came around to, here it is, when it came around to Morgan. And Morgan said, excuse me, to Danny. And then that's when Danny had said the stuff about her growing and she being in the same room with McKenzie and all this other stuff. And she was just, she was talking really, really good. And I appreciated Danny for doing that. And then that's when Megan had got that award and gave it to Danny, because she feels like Danny has grown the most in this situation. Because she was just like, look, I'm just trying to get back to me. I'm not worried about what y'all got going on. You and Rashad, whatever y'all got, it is what it is. I just want to coexist, be on about my business and take care of me and my family. That's where Danny was coming from. But Mulan felt some type of way, because she was like, you fake. You don't deserve no award because you was just sitting over there talking about me on this live. So that's when Mulan, she steps in and she starts to talk her talk, right? And she brings up the live, and Nikki was like, what? She said, yeah, I got the text. They said, no, you were on the live. And Mulan said, if I was on the live or not, I still got it. So she pulls up her phone and she's showing where they were laughing about it. And then that's when Danny was like, yep, I sure did, because it was a key. And then Nick over there holding Mulan back, because Mulan said, so you sitting over here telling people that I was scared to fight you. What's up? Like, what's up right now? And so that's when Danny was like, well, what's up? It ain't nothing. Then all the producers, they rally around again. Mulan throws the phone down over there where Danny was at. I don't know if it connected or not. And so when Mulan threw the phone, then Morgan go and take a cup, a glass, a candlestick maker, or whatever it is, and she chunks it across the living room over there. It looks like she was chunking it to Ashley. So it's almost like, you gonna get crunk, I'm gonna get crunk too. I got your back like you got my back. We gonna go win this thing together, and we leave it together. And one thing I can say about Danny and Morgan, child, y'all two peas in the pot. Because whatever type of time one person on, that's the type of time the next person on. I give y'all that. Y'all high five and y'all tag team a lot. Hey, it is what it is. So they do that. Security haul them out there to the car. And then here go. Hello, 911. I would like to report a threat to my life. Someone was threatening to unalive me. I'm here at an Airbnb. There are producers and cameras around. We're filming a TV show. I said, girl, please call the police. Are you that much in danger? They in the car. And you gonna call the police. Okay, it is what it is. So she in there calling the police. The producers take Danny and Morgan outside. They back there laughing, talking about, can y'all give me my trophy? I left my trophy. Can y'all give me my trophy? Anyway, y'all, this is Sheila Beeler. Y'all like, comment, and subscribe, and let me know what y'all thought about this episode of Basketball Wives. I thought it was very, very entertaining. I was entertained from the beginning to the end. Even though it was a whole bunch of mess, yeah, it was cool with me. All right, y'all have a good night. Bye.